Looking for cheap and reliable Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins? Head on over to u4gm.com, Madden NFL 21 coins, and use code SPORTS for 5% off your order. Yo, what's up guys? Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. In this Madden 21 tip video, I'm going to break down the best way to play defense in Madden 21. We're going to look at a 3-man glitchy Nano Blitz. This is going to be a quote-unquote disengage blitz. A lot of these blitzes are floating around the community right now, and they are super tough to block because you only have to rush 3, yet they'll come in on pretty much all the protections in the game. I will say there are a few ways you can slow these blitzes down, but it's definitely a huge pain. So guys, we're going to be looking at this 3-4 cub. I like running the Miami Dolphins book on defense for this formation and many others. This is actually a preview to our Madden 21 D-Block defensive guide. This guide is fire. It has all the best blitzes, defenses, coverages, and run Ds in the game. If you want to check it out, I'll put the link in the description and pin it as a comment, but it's a must-buy if you want to get better at defense. Blitz is actually not in the guide, but it is still very, very fire. The blitzes in the guide are actually even better. Now, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to like the video. Now, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to our channel, turn your notifications on, and like the video. So, again, we're going with 3-4 cub. I like to turn auto flip off because I like to basically, when I'm running this, always have the blitzing outside linebacker opposite the running back. So I'm going to run cover 2-man, and I'm going to make sure that I sub some fast D linemen in, or linebackers in, at the end. So you see, with these Cardinals actually don't have any fast D ends, so I've put in my linebackers at the end to make up for that. You want about 80-ish speed. The more the better. You definitely don't want to do this with like 60 speed guys. So with cover 2-man, like I said, I always like to make sure that the blitzing outside linebacker is opposite the running back because I'm going to need to have a spy opposite the running back. So let's take a look at a few examples of this and just get into it now. So if we're going to come out in bunch, right? Bunch, we have the running back on the left. Therefore, I need to have the blitzing linebacker on the right of the screen. Now, guys, you might be wondering, well, what if you come out and they're on the wrong side? Well, if you come out there the wrong side, just flip your play. See, it will flip it really easily. It's not hard at all. To flip, you just hit square on PlayStation, and then just the R2 or the R trigger on Xbox, and it will flip your play. So after we do that, I always like to control this safety on the left of the screen. I'm going to pinch my defense, and to do that, I hit R1 or RB, and then down on the left stick. This will pinch my defense, right? Once I do this, I'm going to crash my D-line down. To do that, I hit left on the D-pad and down on the right stick, right? Now, past this, it's just my coverage adjustment. So what I like to do is the outside linebacker on the left that's manned up on the running back, I put him in a curl flat of purple. That's to the right on the left stick. I spy the linebacker that's opposite the running back that's blitzing, or who's really on a contain now, and that's just to the left on the right stick, and then I'm going to purple the safety right of screen, which is, again, right on the left stick. So the last step is to QB contain. That's just R1, R1. So R1 twice or RB, RB, RB twice. So this is the way it's going to look. Now, at the snap, what you're going to do is you're basically just going to press the right or click the right analog stick down. That's going to send the spy, or generally it sends the closest guy to the quarterback or whatever. Normally it should be the spy. Here and there you might see it be somebody else, but anyways. Our job as the user is basically to just cover deep, cover over the middle. Don't let anything burn us over the top for one-play touchdowns. And if we don't see any of those routes, then just come down over the middle. You also, if you don't want to risk giving up an easy touchdown on a beat press animation, just shade up over the top, which is coverage audible, triangle or Y, and then up on the right analog stick. So we're going to show you a couple examples of this blitz. You guys can see here, we get about 2 guys flying up the gap. This is why this is so glitchy, guys. It is so hard to block these blitzes because it oftentimes will be 2 people that come directly up the gap. So you guys can see here, look at this. Both of these guys just immediately come off their blocks and glitch up the gap. I mean, if we're the quarterback, what are we supposed to be doing here? We have two people immediately coming free at us at the snap. Yeah. So that's nothing. Like, if you're the offense, this is definitely not what you want to see. Two people flying up the gap at you untouched. Now, I want to show a couple more examples of this. Let's just jump in another formation. So let's have the running back on the right of the screen this time. We'll go into, let's go to this tight formation, right? So again, make sure your the running back is always opposite the linebacker that's blitzing. So if the running back's on the right, have him on the left. So here, again, we're going to pinch our defense. We're going to crash our line down. And then I'm going to spy the linebacker opposite the running back. So that's the one on the left here. I'm going to purple the one that's manned up to the running back. This is actually him this time, right here. And then I'm going to purple the opposite safety. So here, I'm going to control the right safety because I always want to control the safety on the side of the screen that has the purple zone because I need, by the linebacker, because I need a purple zone the opposite safety. So I'm going to go ahead, QB contain twice, and we're good. So at the snap, again, all I'm going to do is press the right analog stick in, send that spy at the quarterback, and it just allows people to come up the middle unguarded for the sack. Really, really tough defense, man. I promise you guys, this is a great defensive scheme to run. Now, if you want to make the coverage even better, something you can do is go into coaching adjustments and turn your curl flat drop on 20 or 25, so to get a little bit deeper to guard corners and crossers and all that. Now, guys, this even will work if they block the running back. It is also a very solid run D too. I actually posted a run D from this exact play. So you already know, like, if this is going to stop the run good and scream and have good coverage, it's just a great defense. That's why I feel like this is the best way to play defense this year, because when you blitz 6 and 7 like last year, just too much is open because coverage is not where it needs to be. And also, you know, they can just dot you up so easily. And if you can blitz 3 and get this type of pressure with coverage, why blitz 6 or 7? You know what I mean? So, again, we're just going to block the running back. And like I said, just blocking extra players and just simple things like that, that doesn't work. I mean, yeah, there are a few things you can do to slow these blitzes down, but it's just not the simple average stuff most players would try. So we're going to block the running back. Again, all I'm doing is pinching my defense, making sure that the blitzing linebacker is opposite the running back. So here, you see I come out and I see he's on the left of the screen. What do? I just flip my play real fast, and now we're good. Pinch my defense. Boom. Crash my D-line down. Spy the opposite linebacker. Purple the other safety. QB crash D-line down. QB contain. Just control the safety deep. You can shade up if you want. Completely fine. So at the snap again, with the running back blocked, all I'm going to do is press that right analog stick in, send that spy right at up the line, and as you guys can see, about 2 people came free. So the running backs on this year's game, they just don't do a good job blocking blitzes. They kind of just stand there, and they might kind of act like they're going to get in the way. As you saw here, he kind of did act like he might have got in the way, but then in the last second he was like, nah, man, I can't block these guys. And he just let them come right in and get the sack. So you guys can see, boom, look. All 3 players actually immediately disengaged, and that's why they're called disengage blitzes, because they kind of just glitch through the line. And, I mean, the running back's like, well, I mean, I'm only one small guy, so what am I supposed to do here? And he just lets them in, and we got the sack. Now, again, guys, if you look at the replay, you're going to see how quick this was. There's nothing we can do here. If you look at the screen here, this guy is not open. I'm manually covering this guy, even though he's covered. This guy over here, he actually was open because, and this sometimes happens, guys, sometimes they'll send someone that's manned up at the quarterback instead of the actual spy, and that's the only reason he was open here. If they didn't do that, he was going to be covered, but this guy's covered too. So that does happen here and there. So every once in a while, you will see someone manned up, like on the tight end, or somebody just actually come at the quarterback instead of the spy. That can happen here and there. It's not that big of a deal because it's not something that happens nonstop. And even if so, if you want to dump him down the flat once and hit us for like 10, 15 yards, oh well, because we're screaming and I don't care. Like, if that happens, cool. You know, zippy-doo-dah, it's fine. But like I said, that is something that will happen here and there. So don't get too worried about it. Don't get too stressed if you see that. Just know that that does happen. And if you see that happen, again, we're using the safety. So if it's that big of a deal, if he's on a more threatening route like downfield and not just a flat, you can just go guard him yourself and make sure that it doesn't hurt you. So Hope you guys enjoyed this tip, man. If you are rocking me, smash that like button. Check out sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 21 tips. And like I said, make sure you cop that D-Block defensive ebook guide. It is fire. It has all the best defenses in the game. This is just a sample from it. And like I said, this Blitz didn't even make it into the guide. I actually have a way better way. I want to say way better, but I do have a better way to run the Disengage contain glitch blitzes from this formation where you don't even have to send a spy. So if you like this, you will love the guide. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.